Brazil came back, trailing to Japan 1-0 in the first half, and won the game in the last minutes to make it to the group of the best 16. The game is quite easy to analyze. Japan, understanding Brazil's technical superiority, built its defense from midfield on, backwards, to the depth of their own territory. It was a three-layered defense. None of the Brazilian players, be it attackers, midfielders, or defenders who would advance to Japan's territory, none of them was met by one Japanese player. No, there were always two. One was checking, the other was correcting possible mistakes. Brazil was deprived of space. It was deprived of oxygen. Vinicius always had two men. Ryan always had two men. Lacuna was trying to play a little bit going back, but again he did have he found space for a couple of shots. That's about it. Brazil was waiting. It was defending and waiting for Brazil to make a mistake or for a lucky rebound. But Brazil made a mistake. A very, very childish mistake in the midfield, the usual disease, losing a simple ball, a wrong pass, a short pass in midfield. With Morocco, they made a lot of them. Then with Scotland, they almost didn't make them. I thought that the disease was cured, but no, it wasn't. And the Japanese midfielder just picked up the ball and scored. He almost didn't meet resistance. Yeah, Kaishu Sano. It was the 29th minute. Japan did not change. It played exactly in the same way. So did Brazil. Brazil attacked, but there was no space. In the interval, we saw that already when the players were going to the tunnel, that Paquetá was not walking very well. In the first minutes of the game, he got a micro injury. He fell very unluckily, and I don't understand still, was it a muscle injury or is it a back injury? But anyway, he was nervous the first half. Probably he paid in pain, and Ancelotti was forced to substitute him. We all expected that it's going to be a midfielder for a midfielder. No. Ancelotti substituted a midfielder, Paquetá, with a forward, a very clear-cut forward, Endrick. Endrick is a very talented young player. He is now in Real. He has great technique, great speed, and he plays in depth. He's always dangerous. So actually, Brazil was playing 4-4. It's a very different, dangerous tactical team, the scheme, because you have less men in the midfield. But Brazil scored. It scored also for me quite unexpectedly, because across from left to right to far post, Casemiro plays there. He was in play about 15-20 centimeters, and he scored a beautiful header, a wonderful header. Really, it was a beautiful goal to watch. Brazil tied, and it was 56 minutes, so 40 minutes at least to play. If you say that the game lasts now 96 and not 90. Again, Japan doesn't change its tactics. For a minute or two after the goal of Casemiro, they just attempted to do a little bit of high pressing. in the half of Brazil, but it lasted really a minute or two. They came back to that defensive scheme, three-layered defense, no space. But at this time already, Brazil had, they felt, they tied the game, they felt, they were encouraged, but nothing really functioned. Ancelotti makes another change. He changes Lacuna. Well, everybody, me included, thought maybe he's tired because he's done a huge volume of work, and you have somebody fresh, and maybe you put somebody fresh in the midfield because 4-4 is something that you can't hold on for 96 minutes, not for 96 minutes at this point, at 46 minutes or so. No, not 46, 48 at least. And he substitute Lacuna, who do you think with? Gabriel Martinelli, a left winger. In Arsenal, he plays in attack, left winger. So basically, he was playing left midfielder, but in fact, it was a statement. Martinelli on field instead of Lacuna was a statement to his own team. Boys, we have to win, and we have to win within the 90 minutes. It was a signal to Japan, we are playing to win. And really, the team became even more dynamic. Then Casemiro got injured. He was substituted by Fabinho, but that was at the very, very end. Brazil scored a second goal with a beautiful pass into the area by one of the midfielders. And who do you think ran into the box and scored the goal? Gabriel Martinelli. So now I say, who is the winner? Who is the hero? Who is the hero in Brazil? Is it Ancelotti? Is it Martinelli? It's a team. Now it's a team. I think that what Ancelotti is succeeding is building a team. But at the rate we are getting injuries, Rafinha, Paquetá, Casemiro, all doubtful for the next game, he has to have a team. If Brazil wins, it wins, the team wins, not an individual.